Всем привет и Бравл Толк.
We are back from our summer break and ready for the update, right,
Мы
Danny?
смотрим Бравл Толк, да.
What's that?
Чего?
Meet Denitron
Что
3000,
вообще
a
происходит?
genius robot I developed myself, capable of presenting any update.
Чё, какого-то бравлера-вампира добавят?
Good job, Danny.
-1. Кто это? Это Белль. Она создает какого-то робота. Что это за бравлер? Прикольно. Какой-то лысый мужик. Так.
Back to the Wild West, but not entirely.
We introduce you to the Robot Factory, the home of all those crazy robots you see in Star Park.
It's also a perfect link to our newest chromatic brawler, Sam.
He's the second member of Belle's trio and literally her partner in crime. He also has some personal beef with all the robots in Star Park.
His playstyle feels very unique to Brawl. When equipped with his knuckle busters, he does a stronger close-range attack that can hit multiple enemies at the same time. When he doesn't have them, his attacks are not as powerful, but they are faster.
And while he has his knuckle busters, his super bar is always full, meaning he's the first brawler who already starts with his super available.
Activating his super with his knuckle busters on will throw them and will damage everything on their way. He also gets a temporary speed buff. Activating the super again will then call his knuckle busters back to his arms and damage everything on their way back.
While Sun doesn't have his weapon, he'll have to charge his super in the normal way, by hitting his attacks. Or he can collect his knuckle buster again.
Sam will get the Caesar Sam skin at the last tier of the Brawl Pass.
And the first king of the Brawl Pass is Desperado Pope.
Completing the Calamity Gang will have Lawless Lola as the Power League skin and Crowbone for gems.
We will also be getting Moon Bunny Squeak for the Moon Festival in Asia, Stone Span, it will make sense, I promise, and Mecha Mortis, our newest 299 gems skin.
Меха Мортис! Вы посмотрите на этот скинчик.
With custom voiceover and visual effects. And if you get him on release,
Вау, какой он крутой! Жалко, что я его не смогу купить.
month, you get his spray, profile picture, and a whole set of his pins for free. Also, it will unlock 2 color variations in the shop for 49 gems each.
And lastly, Trick or Treat Leon, which will be available around
Да,
Halloween.
ребят, я
We'll have
знаю этот скин, его могли добавить в анимации, и все-таки его добавили.
skins for Halloween, but they will come in a different update.
And speaking of skins, all the robots
Ремодель роботов. Вот, кстати, ремодель роботов, они стали реально намного лучше.
got finally remodeled. They are a lot more polished, shiny, and brawly. We'll be getting another awesome 3D animation feature pen and 8-bit, and to celebrate that, we'll be getting a new PvE mode.
In this mode, you must keep 8-bit alive by collecting coins
Новое
across the map and
событие!
protecting him from the waves of bots. If 8-bit is defeated, you lose the game.
Что
If
это
you
за
and 8-bit
событие?
survive until the end,
А,
you
им
win.
нужно
In this
8
mode, 8-bit will be a
бита.
walking around and doing some work. So we'll be in
Я
a
не
team of
понял,
4.
что это
But
за
also make sure
событие.
you always have
Но,
him in your
видимо,
sight.
когда Обнова выйдет,
You can swap
официально,
brawlers
я
in Power
поеду.
League. At the preparation screen, you can either request or receive a request to swap a brawler. And if everything looks great, you can accept it.
That could be a really good idea to secure a good brawler first, or if they are just better than you with that brawler.
А, можно меняться бравлером.
We'll have a second brawler which will be released later in September.
Gus is a very weird kid in his PJs and looks like he hasn't touched grass for a while.
But besides his sketchy vibes, Gus is actually a support brawler with the ability to heal and protect allies.
For every attack Gus hits,
Какой-то
he
малыш
charges a new bar.
шарик.
Once this bar is full, the next
хочу
attack you
его
hit will
выбить,
drop a
пацаны.
ghost in the map. If your
Ребят,
allies
ну я,
touch this
наверное,
ghost, they
смогу
will
его
heal. You can
выбить.
drop multiple ghosts in the map.
Ведь он,
With his super,
получается,
he's
не
able to
будет
cast
же
a
в Бравл
shield either on
Пассе.
his allies or
Покажите
on
мне его
himself.
ульту.
To cast it on allies, you should aim and hit your shot. To use it on yourself, you just tap
А,
the super
ульта он
button
в
as if you
щит
would be
просто.
auto-aiming.
And great news, if
Что
you look
типа
forward to
гаджета
unlocking
был?
him, he will be
Gus.
super rare, which is
А.
quite easy to find in boxes.
Это сверхредкий бравлер, так на него же шансы такие большие. Пацаны, Все, уже можно считать плюс в копилочку, браво.
Trophy reset is getting
Так, долго
longer.
еще?
It's now
Нет,
every
не
8 weeks in line with the Brawl Pass season.
We are partnering with some awesome esport teams, and you'll be able to support them too by getting their profile picture or
выглядит
themes from the
круто.
shop.
New challenges and quests with new sprays and profile pictures as rewards.
The robot factory environment is also available in Showdown.
Какая
New
крутая
gadgets for Buzz
карта.
and Grief.
Year's price reduction.
And a message from the future. We managed to travel in time
Обнова
and get
мне уже
Frank from the
нравится.
future to tell you a bit more about what we have planned for Brawl Stars in the future.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Wait, that's from the past.
Понятно.
Sorry, Frank. So, we're all aware that we have some players who are concerned about the future. What do you have for the community?
Well, for the last few months, we've focused on designing and building our high-level roadmap for the future. And this is the first time ever we are talking about our future plans with you, our players. Why are we doing this? We feel there's a disconnect between you and us, and we'd like to resolve it.
So, let's talk about the next update.
To get this out of the way, yes, we are going to rework years. We didn't plan to make changes to the system this year, but we understand your feelings and frustrations about it, and we share most of them. Consequently, we decided to prioritize this and push back other changes. In fact, we're going to make some changes already in this update. We reduce the cost to craft gears and gear levels by about 50% in the coming update by reducing
Минус
the amount of required scrap
50%.
and tokens.
So, should we talk about October a little bit?
We're going to simplify the flow on how you acquire gears and decrease their cost. And at the same time, we're going to introduce additional, more specific gears, which won't be usable for all the brawlers.
And can we talk about what happens to existing gears?
We're pretty much hitting the reset button for gears, and we'll reimburse all existing scrap, gear tokens, and already crafted gears to you.
Я один не понимаю.
This will happen in coins, and coins will play a much bigger role in how to unlock gears in the future. This essentially allows you a full respec for gears once the October update arrived. Refunds will be based on the total amount of scrap and gear tokens you've collected since we've introduced them last year.
Cool. And there is more, right?
Why, Paula? Yes. We're also reworking the existing PvE weekend modes. We ultimately don't believe they are fun anymore, and we're going to replace them with a new, more dynamic PvE system, which will introduce new features including multiple stages, persistent power-ups, different environments, and new types of enemies and bosses.
Робот.
Almost like a
Какой-то
place where we'll
робот
be able to tell
и
a
кулак.
story in the future.
We also have plans
Девочкой.
beyond October.
That's right. The timeline becomes a bit more uncertain at this point. However, there are a few bigger topics we would like to tackle. And the first one is affecting the current progression system and its reliance on luck in order to unlock brawlers.
Давайте мы субтитры включим. Арабский. Арабский нам не надо. Есть тут русский. Во, вот это другое дело.
We would like you to have more say in which brawlers you unlock and when, as well as
каких
which brawlers you would like to
улучшать?
upgrade. These changes
Изменение этой системы затронет всю игру. Весь Бравл Старс изменился. Что
have a huge
делать?
impact on how brawlers
Паника!
played
И
and will give every
позволит
player
каждому
a
игроку
clear
ставить
goal in the
перед
game.
собой что-то
We'd
там.
like to get
Мы
these
хотим
changes
как
into your
можно
hands as
скорее
fast as possible.
реализовать. Кроме
there are
того,
more
команда
things the
работает
team
и
is
над
working
другими
on.
вещами. Мы
Yes, we
хотим
would like to make it
придать больше смысла игре конкретным бойцам.
more meaningful to improve playing certain brawlers. The
Ввести в
concept of
игру
mastery.
концепцию мастерства, более ясные задачи и награды и
Goals,
все
rewards,
такое.
you get it.
Еще мы
Additional
улучшим
items on our
подбор
current list of things to
противников.
do are matchmaking, better sense of
Приобретение
collecting
предметов,
cosmetics and more ways for you to show them off, as well as tools for you to share cool moments in the game on social media directly from within the game. We'd also like to introduce ways for you to recruit your friends, and yes, in parallel we've started working on a system to report other players for things like
Жаловаться на игроков. О, ну все, сейчас на всех токсиков пожалуемся. Или что там, жаловаться вроде на игроков там было.
social media
Непосредственно
directly from
из
within the
игры.
game.
Мы также хотели бы добавить способы
We'd
привлечения
also like to
друзей.
introduce ways for you to recruit your friends,
Параллельно мы работаем над системой, позволяющей жаловаться на игроков.
and yes,
Да.
in parallel we've started working on a system to report other players for things like
Мешающих
replay.
игровому, скорее
We're likely
всего,
going to roll this one out rather sooner than later
скоро
and start the process of collecting data and get a sense of the volume of reports.
This isn't a complete list of everything we'll do. but these are the topics currently taking the majority of our focus. You can learn more about upcoming features as usual here in Brawl Talk.
And with this, thanks for watching, like and subscribe. And see
Наконец-то, ребята, наконец-то сделали золотого Эдгара и золотого Байрона. Наконец-то все, золотой Эдгар у нас
you in
есть
October.
в копилочке.
And giveaways. Yes,
Да,
the
авторы
Brawl Stars
контента.
creators will be giving away Moon Bunny Squeak. So search for
Стой,
hashtag
Что? Ставь лайк.
like and subscribe
Стойте,
and see you in
стойте.
October.
Раздача
and
подарков.
giveaway.
Да, авторы контента устроят раздачу скина «Лунный заяц Сквик». Как?
Yes, the Brawl Stars creators will be giving away Moon Bunny Squeak.
Ищите хэштег. Хэштег Bunny Squeak Giveaway. Здесь на YouTube.
So search for hashtag Bunny Squeak giveaway here on YouTube or any
И в других соцсетях и читайте правила участия.
social media and read the rules to participate in the giveaway
Раздача подарков от автора контента Brawl
hosted
Stars.
by the Brawl content creators.
Это,
And this isn't a list.
короче, понятно. Может быть, в комментариях есть на это ссылочка. Нету. Хэштег. Еще там что было?
That button for gears.
Сейчас.
Additional items on
А что сейчас идет? А, все, конец. Так.
Yes,
Где?
the Brawl
Хэштег. Сейчас, ребята. Гоша! Готово!